All of you who've been connected to consciousness, you know now that we are in zone. Time is up. Zero time zone. Everything is happening now, instantaneously. That which you speak is manifested instantaneously. Come out of the traps of time. Come out of the matrix of lies and negative programs that have convinced you that you are nothing but a slave. I'm here to tell you that you are the Lord and the master of your existence. You must expand your consciousness to infinity. Your consciousness must expand. The application of Ixwa law. What does that mean? What does Ixwa law mean? It means that which you speak is so intensified, so in from anything that is binding to a low frequency and have you believing on any level that you're lower an animal. That is lies, that is deception, that has been given to you by sleepers. Sleepers are those who appear that they are in control of the world, which they are not. They're not. There's none of there's nothing that can come before me and convince me that they are in control of this world. Look at this world. Examine this world. Does it look like anyone is in control of this world? This world that they call it in a state of total chaos. Our children are constantly terrified and repressed and oppressed. That's okay though. I tell you, in zero time, you have nothing to fear. I'm telling you, you have nothing to fear. You can relax. The only way you can expand your consciousness is you must come to a state of rest. In zero time, it means for you that the God that you believe in, the God that you pray to, and at the end of those prayers, you spoke the word, Amen. You did that. You did that. You said, Amen. And that means let it be done. Or as spoken, let it be. So you are experiencing not only the infinite love, but the compassion and the mercy of Almighty God. That's what I know there are those sleepers and the ones who travel in shadows, never believe that, oh Almighty God, the creator of all things seen and unseen, the supreme, unmoved mover. They believed in their heart that that God would never come. They have made you believe that you were abandoned, there was no hope, and that you would continue in a state of darkness for all of your life. But now the light is here. God said in the beginning, let there be light. It is consciousness expand to infinity. So you have all things at your fingertips. All things are yours to have the moment you speak it. And when you speak, let your words be deliberate, on purpose, and precise. Stop murdering and mutilating the spoken word. It is your spoken word that brings all things into creation. At this moment, you are living in supreme abundance, all that you need, all that you desire, and all that you could possibly want is here for you. Come forth and claim the inheritance that your Creator has for you. You, as an eternal being, have a specific purpose in this life. But those who are asleep and are dead to the light have made you believe in their confusion and their deception that somehow you are cut off from divine power. But I'm here to set you free. That is my purpose for being here. My purpose for being here is to bring you out of captivity so that you can first inhale and experiencing a deep, abiding peace within your soul. That is my specific Isabu Asa. And I'm here to bring you out. You needn't any longer consider yourself a prodigal son or a prodigal daughter. Speaking of our daughters, They are magnificent beings. Our women, they are magnificent because it is they who complement and enhance and give eternal substance to masculine energy. How can you not love our women? And not only love her, experience feminine energy. Have you taken the time to actually peer into a woman's eyes and appreciate the way that she moves and the way that she flows? Many of you have not, for the simple reason you're running a rat race. You're stumbling and bumbling through the dark, and you're so full of fear and dread until you just like a little rabbit. You just like a little porcupine, any little creature who is caught up in the storms and the variations of weather and seasons. So you can't really love the woman that God has given to you. For you, she is you. And anytime masculine energy goes into that deep sleep, the Bible tells us that feminine energy must come forth. She blooms out and encircle you in your state of slumber. She enclose you within her energy and began to nurture you and pour upon you the energy of love. And it is she who restores masculine energy back to its proper place. Fighting, they are at war with the very thing that God has given them for their restoration. You are at war with your own woman. Isn't that insane? Anytime a woman has to literally fight you to do the right thing, to do what God has anointed you to do, she has to engage in warfare with you because you are such a knucklehead until you have forgotten how to be a man, or what is the purpose and character of a man. A man secures his territory, and he's always in a state of expansion. Why? Because from that woman comes life, and she needs serene and peaceful space in order to develop the culture of life. She is secured by her man. which means that she have no need to fear anything in this world. Her man has her completely covered. That's a real man, one who is fully alive in the power and the strength of his masculinity. And he is at rest too. You can't disturb him. You can't threaten him. You can't drive him, confuse, distract him from his anointed purpose. You can't do that. For that man is one. He's one with God. He's one being with the creator of all the world. And he is fully awake. There is no shadow or wavering in his consciousness. He's fully awake and he is deeply connected to potential. That is the mind. That man secures and covers and he pours upon her the waters of life and love. And notice when a woman comes under the covering of a real man, notice what happens to her personality, what happens to a woman's character. I'm telling you, it is a magnificent and it becomes the most beautiful creature you ever want to behold. She is magnetic. She is sensual. Her love is all encompassing and it is infinitely true. She is true to her being. And if you ever really knew a woman who was completely in touch with her feminine energy, what you notice also is that deep down, that woman is highly courageous. Highly courageous. The only reason why visiting upon her all this brutality that comes from your fear and from your cowardice, the only reason she do not respond with destructive forces that will put you completely asleep is because of her love. Her love is so deep and so abiding until she hold back from that scorched earth phenomenon and she gives you a compassionate path, hoping that you will come to your senses and realize what the Creator has given to you. Expand your consciousness so that you can touch upon the realization of your own eternal nature. Remember the acronym Islam. I'm not talking about the religion. Let's keep that clear. I do not get into religion. Respect them on the level that they exist. When I tell you Islam, I ain't mention anything about Christ, about Buddha, Krishna. Understand, I'm not talking about anyone's religion. If you wish to stay in your religion, please do so. With all respect, Isabu is not trying to make any attempt to separate you from your religious doctrines. There's no way I was doing anything like that. I have too much love and I have too much respect for you. So when I say Islam, I'm not talking about a religion. I'm referring to the acronym ISLAM, and that is for you. That is the best, excuse me, making a little live video. That's my queen speaking to me now. That's the queen. Hold on 1 minute. Yes, sweetie. Okay. Gotcha, baby. Have to take care of the queen. Have to take care of the queen. Okay? Now, where was I? Once you, Islam, I, self, Lord, and expression. Islam is an Ixwa, expression or affirmation. I, self, Lord, am master. Now you are in to your identity. Who are you? People am I at? The storm have taken you from your home. You have forgotten much of your memory, just like Dorothy on in a mad circle and down the rabbit hole. You are in a sad state of affairs, calling out to the Lord, oh Jesus, help me. Oh Lord, please help me. And what was the thing that Dorothy finally found out from the good witch of the East? What did she find out? The good witch of the East told Dorothy, my child, my loving child, those of you who saw the movie, you saw how loving the good witch of the East was. She was loving, and she told Dorothy very simple. You see, let me finish. I'm always digressing. So the good witch of the East told Dorothy, my dear child, you had the power all along to return home. Didn't she? She says, simply click your heels 3 times, then repeat, I'm home, I'm home, I'm home. So as I promised to you, let me say this before I say what I promised you. You already have within your possession the ability to come home to your divine omnipotent self. You have that power right now. Now, the promise that I made to you is that we're gonna do a live feed. This is the I think this is the best way for us to stay connected. I make these little videos and it's so time restricted. It's time restricted, and not much content can go into it. But now I'm live, so everything that I experience, you will also experience. What's up, baby boy? You got me covered? That's what I'm talking about. That's my big son right here. I'm live streaming.
Oh yeah?
This is Mr. SPN,
SPN.
and I mentioned him to you many times, so I'm going to let him say a little something.
What's up, y'all? This is SPN, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Self-Preservation. Kicking it with my pops, Eastside Boo. Ain't nothing changed but the weather, you know what I mean? We still coming out, we about to hit them hard with this music. We at 0 time, you know what I'm saying? Alpha Zulu Protocol. You hear me?
Absolutely.
Everything else you gotta
Absolutely.
hear, you gotta listen to the music for
All
it.
right.
Straight like that. You hear me?
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
All
We out
right.
here.
That's my big son. That's my big son. He's Ixwar established, unstoppable, invincible in every respect. And as he said, get with that music. Get on YouTube and check out SPN Self Preservation Nation. Now I have to. I, all right, baby.
All right, Pop. I let him.
All right now.
Supposed to be getting a little more coming too, so when it comes through, I'm gonna roll up a whole one, you
All
hear me?
right,
I
beautiful,
got
beautiful, baby. Much love.
you. Same here, Pop.
So let's go and see what the queen wants. I don't know if I'm still connected, but I am going to act like I'm still connected. You and I right now, we're in control. There's nobody else in control here. You and I are in control. And we have all power.
Start to hit him in the head,
We have all
stick, throw
control.
the net over him, and just beat him to death. Because he can get out, all he has to do
But
is
I'm
let
inside
go,
right
right?
now, so I'm going
But he
to
starts making all
shut
these
it
noises,
down
but he
right
refuses
here.
to let go. He holds on to something that he can never really have, that will never satisfy him, and it costs him his life. Isn't that sad?